Hello! We are now entering week 6 of adolescent and adult development. We are into the final week of this very consolidated online course. And we are looking at very end stages of life and the psychological construct and experience of grief and loss in general. A great deal of therapeutic work that you will do with clients and patients and family members and yourself, no matter what setting you pursue. Grief will always rear its head and be relevant to all and be important to gain comfort in working with. So many different aspects of life can be perceived and experienced as a loss. And we navigate through those stages of grief in very different and personal ways, but many of us have been touched by some of those stages or all of grief. It's uncomfortable for a lot of people to know what to say to someone who's grieving, or how to go through those experiences. But more often than not, I work with individuals to help them really personalize the experience and to become more aware of the emotions that are present. Many of us want to skip over or avoid the tough feelings, the vulnerable feelings, but we're really meant to make time and space for grief. Even scheduling it in can be really important to not collude with our own avoidance in some way. But I'm happy that in this course, in this week 6 work, we're really helping you personalize the understanding of this construct and this both stage of life and psychosocial and psychological experience that we can go through at really any stage of life. So I've been reading some of your initial discussion posts, and they're all really incredible. Thank you for bringing some of your own experiences of grief into the work so far, and for sharing and consoling one another and being impacted by that vulnerability and that courage. So there is less amount of assignments, as you've probably noticed, for this final week, but things are weighted a little more. And so for this kind of final paper, this reflection paper, really choose things that were of interest to you. It'll make it a lot easier to write. And please don't forget to include other research that you have found on your own as well, outside of just including the learning from Knowledge Path. And I'd encourage you to find things besides simple websites. I'd rather you use the Hatch Library and look for psychological studies that are sort of supporting some of the things that you're referencing that you learned from this class as well. Show that American Psychological Association research writing to your best ability. No need for an abstract, but a thorough introduction section as stated. Please, typical APA formatting as well, cover page, references page, again, include other references, and follow the instructions for this assignment for the different sections of the paper, and to at least go into depth with 5 different topics. If you have questions, please let me know, but this assignment is obviously the one that's weighted the most for this final week of your work. I agree with some of you that have stated, "Oh my gosh, this class has gone by very fast," and I absolutely agree with that as well. And I hope that some of the learning and knowledge that has been gained from this class you can apply to other psychological courses or into your work. Please, if I have mentioned that you could maybe benefit from additional writing, or if you've noticed I've commented that there's been grammatical errors almost every week, don't hesitate to get a little extra tutoring and writing assistance. It can really go a long way. Sometimes there's just a few things that we tend to miss or repeat that could dramatically change our ability to write in a more research style format and to follow better grammatical choices. It has been a pleasure working with all of you. I still can't believe we are nearing week 6, and work definitely has to be an on-time final week because of final grades needing to be submitted. So, and as you've noticed, if you've been with Bay Path for a while, they've really put a lot of effort into hunkering down on their guidelines regarding late work and how to deduct points for late work. So it's all very standardized, and I have to follow those policies. So please do your best to get everything in on time. And I appreciate those that have had, a couple instances or one instance of needing to be late that you've let me know in advance. Best of luck in your final week and with all that you have with your career endeavors moving forward. Again, don't hesitate to reach out if anything comes up. And happy final week of adolescent and adult development. Take care. Bye.